Hey everybody, it's me, JP Karze, and I'm looking at a couple things with the TT685c by Godox, and they're dope flashes. They're cheap. They're about 139 Canadian, I think 99 American, and they're cheap flashes. They're speed lights, and you can attach them off camera. If you got the Godox X Pro, I use the X Pro C. This off-camera trigger basically makes it so these speed lights work perfect, flawlessly, and all I did is adapt them to my EOS R, and it works pretty good. That's the trigger that I use for the Godox TT685c speed lights. I use these guys here, and when I use these guys here, it does everything, man. Like, these are amazing flashes, like totally amazing. I wouldn't change these for the world because they're so cheap, and not only are they cheap, but they're really easy to use. And I've used Canon flashes and they're good, but these are a little bit better. So, and they're like a third or a quarter of the price. So I like these flashes. The one thing I like about them is that I use the end loop batteries, and the end loop batteries are awesome. I also use these gels. These gels fit on top of my flash, like so. Let's go like this, pop them on. They're like a gel diffuser. I have 3 of these things. I got 3 of them, and I recommend these things to anybody. Very user-friendly. They make it so you can, you know, with the trigger, you can do off-camera flashes. You can put them in soft boxes. They also offer these flashes with, I think it's the 865 or something, and they have a rechargeable battery, but I just buy the End Loop Pros by Panasonic, and those things work like a charm, man, and they last forever, those things, instead of getting the other flash that has the rechargeable battery. And you can always find these, and they charge pretty quick, and they have like the life cycle of a charge is like, I don't know, I think it's like maybe like a couple thousand charges that they last. So that's dope. And then with these flashes, like, they're, you know, you pop in 4 End Loop Pro batteries and you get phenomenal quality. I can demonstrate a couple of the pictures that I've taken with a couple different portrait shoots, and I've always gotten really good results with them, and I've always gotten like phenomenal lighting, and just for such cheap flashes. Like, they're so cheap, you can cop like 3 of them very easily, and you won't, you know, you'll be on your way to go to get good flashing, good lighting inside while you're doing like inside photography. And then because they're the TT685Cs, they're very powerful, and you can use them like outside too. Like, I've used them in outside shoots, I've used them in inside shoots, and I always get phenomenal results either or. So I like them, you know. I also use these guys. I got these off of Amazon, and the great thing about these is that they come with like 30 or 40 or 60, I don't know, you can get all different kinds. They have all these different colors. You pop one in on one of these gels, and you're able to shoot them off and get some wicked color. Like, for example, to pop the light in, let's say I wanted purple, you know, put it in these gels. All basically you do, stick it over like this, stick it over like that, pop it in like this. I got it right, yeah. Pop it like that, kind of put the diffuser over top. Throw in some End Loop batteries, turn them on, and then, like, literally, I set my controls to slave A and ETTL, and so I have these on as my slaves, and the trigger, the Godox X Pro C, I use as my trigger. And then it's like, here's a purple flash, like, check this out. Like, they're pretty dope. I don't even know if that's on full speed. Let's see. Yeah, well, so here's +3. Like, they're quite powerful flashes. And that's what it does with the gel. Like you can use that light, and you can set them for ambient light and all that stuff. Like you can do quite a bit of things with these gels, and you can do quite a bit of things with these flashes. And like I said, I set it for a slave and it just pumps off, man. These things are dope. And I can show some examples of these TT685Cs, and literally like for the price, you can't beat it. Like compared to Canon, the Canon flashes, I would say I've had both. I had the 580X EX2s, I've had the 480 EX2s, I've had, you know, other flashes. I've had cheap ones off Amazon, and these are considerably cheaper than the Canon ones, and a little bit more expensive than the cheap ones off like the Yognu or whatever. These are a little bit more expensive, but these things are killer. And like you can just make the world of a difference and be so creative with just 3 flashes, and you just get yourself a couple of stands. I fully recommend these flashes. And then they also come with these little things that you can set them up on. It's kind of like prop them up and then set them up, and then you're good to go. And then your triggers totally function the whole thing. Like it's totally dope. So anyways, the TT685Cs, you know, I use this end loop. There's the charger for the end loop batteries. Got my gels and all sorts of stuff, and basically, you know, I highly recommend this product for so many things, you know, like it's whether you're doing product photography, whether you're doing portraits, whether you're doing like just creative style portraits where you want to add gels, or whether you're doing all sorts of different types of, you know, like photography. You can really add light, because light enables it to use lower ISOs and faster shutter speeds. And like with the EOS R, it goes up to 250 sync speeds on the shutter. So 250 is quick enough for any portrait or any product photography that's standing still. You know, most portraits are standing still, like everything. You're not going for a hardcore action. It's not like you're at a sports game and you're taking, you know, speed lights out. So that sync speed's quite enough for what you get for these flashes. And you know, you can use them in studio, you can use them for virtually like anything that you want to, and they kick some serious butt. For the price and the cause and the effect, I would say I'd recommend these over the Canons 100%. And you know, you just can't beat it. Like you just can't beat these TT685Cs. They make them for Sony, they make them for Nikon, they make them for, like, I think Fuji, Pentax, Canon. Like I'm saying, they make them for so many things, and it's worth it in so many different levels, because it just brings in that flavor into the schematic of things, and it just looks beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm telling you, the flash that comes out of these things is beautiful. If you know what I'm saying, it's really, really beautiful. But anyways, yeah, so welcome to my show, and it's my channel. We're doing some more product reviews, and I hope y'all like this, and lots of love, everybody. Ciao.